I'm now going to turn my attention to Pakistan, where an Indian fisherman has allegedly died by suicide at a prison in Karachi's Malir area. The report claimed that the Indian fishermen are often detained for illegal fishing, as some maritime boundaries are poorly marked. Many boats lack the technology to determine their exact location. But what really happened with this fisherman was that due to these conditions, he was picked up by the Pakistani security forces and Pakistani authorities, and he was found dead. There are suspicious circumstances, and there is more than enough, room for doubt that he hung himself, because that's what it looks like, that there is enough and more doubt. He was arrested on February 2022, and what I want to know now is that this is not an isolated case. There are many such cases and instances where Indian fishermen have crossed over due to poorly demarcated boundaries. What happens, and is this another layer of why the India-Pakistan relationship is so unpleasant on people-to-people level? Fakhar Yousafzai, a Pakistani journalist, joins me to talk more on that. Fakhar, good to have you on the show. The fact is, it's an unfortunate incident, but it's not an isolated incident, is it?
You're absolutely right. Actually, this fisherman was arrested in 2022, almost 3 years ago. This is unfortunate, and I think so both the countries should think about it, and especially whenever you arrest someone, the fisherman, by the Pakistani authorities or by the Indian authorities, of course you should provide a good atmosphere to them. If they are in prison, but it doesn't mean they are human. If you are not providing a good atmosphere or a place where they can live easily, then why you are arresting them? A fisherman, I think so. This is not a crime if someone cross a line where he is going for a fishing and you arrest them. I think so. Both the countries should set on this issue. After 6 months and 1 year, we listen about that Pakistan releasing 30 or 20 fishermen, and from other side India release 50 or 40 fishermen from New Delhi via Wagah border. I don't know why you are treating like this to each other.
A lot of people believe that these innocent fishermen are actually used by Pakistani authorities as bargaining chips. There are several instances when they've even completed their sentences but still have not been released because they're being used as bargaining chips.
You're right. For example, if we are talking now about this person who died and who committed suicide, according to the jail superintendent, Mr. Husain, as he said. But why he is committing a suicide? Of course, he was not able to live there further. For 3 years, he was in prison. I think so. What was his crime? He was a fisherman. He was not a spy. He was not a soldier. He was fighting for India, and he crossed the border, and Pakistani authority arrest them. I think so. We shouldn't use. I'm talking about the Pakistan. We shouldn't use the ordinary person for bargaining or something. What we are gaining from this? If we arrest the 50 or 100 or more than that, the fishermen, and we keep them in a prison, what we are gaining from that? From that? What we are gaining? I don't think so that we can gain something from that. Of course, we should focus on the issues internally, as well as we should focus on the issues with India.
Yes.
But not. Yeah.
Indeed, Fakhar. Thank you so much for that refreshing perspective. Candid, as always, and refreshing. Thanks much for joining me.